Madam, I think Sir has joined.
Yes, good morning, all of you. I'm pleased to welcome Mr. Ashok Kumar, Managing Director, VFAS Private Limited, and Mr. Ram Prakash, IIT Kharagpur student, to be a part of this webinar for us. So welcome both of you. And Kirtana, you can just start, ma.
Madam.
Sir? Kirtana, have you joined? Kirtana, you can start.
Ashok Kumar, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, Kirtana, you can start.
Creativity is thinking new things. Innovation is doing new things. A pleasant good morning to one and all gathered here for an online webinar on My Story Motivational session by Successful Innovators, organized by Institution Innovation Council in association with Entrepreneurship Development Cell of Paavai Engineering College. I welcome you all. I'm happy to welcome our most respected principal, sir, President of IIC, for this event. Welcome you, sir. I feel delighted to introduce our first person, Mr. Ashok Kumar, Managing Director, PEC Private Limited. Hello, sir. I'm happy to welcome Mr. Ram Prakash, IIT Kharagpur student, to being a part of this webinar. Welcome you, sir. I also extend my warm welcome to the Vice President of IIC, Dr. K. Sundaramurthy, Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Paavai Engineering College. Welcome you, sir. I'm happy to welcome our convener of IIC, Dr. R. Mohanapriya, Associate Professor, Department of Paavai Engineering College. Welcome you, madam. I feel blissful in welcoming our event coordinator, Mr. S. Satish, Associate Professor, Department of ECE, Paavai Engineering College. Welcome you, sir. I am grateful to welcome the heads of various departments, faculty members, and student participants from Paavai Engineering College and other institutions for this motivational session. Once again, I welcome you all. I now request our most respected principal, sir, to give the presidential address.
Thank you, Ma. Most respected guest speaker of the day, Mr. Ashok Kumar, Managing Director of VFAS Technologies, Mr. Ram Kumar, a former alumni of IIT Kharagpur, respected Vice President of Institute Innovation Council, Dr. Sundaramurthy, and then convener of this event, Mohanapriya, Dr. Pugalendi, and Professor Satish, for the valuable presence. And I would like to congratulate the Institution Innovation Council for arranging the continuous programs for motivating our students for entrepreneurship. And I would like to thank the guest speakers again, Mr. Ashok Kumar and Mr. Ram Kumar, for spending their valuable time to motivate the young minds to become a successful entrepreneur. Dear students, Mr. Ashok Kumar, I know him personally, and he's a young entrepreneur and he's having his own startup. He's an enthusiastic guy, and he's having a lot of innovations. While talking with him, I came to know during his engineering study itself, uh, he had lot of innovative ideas, and he had a vision to become an entrepreneur. Even though he got job in a very big MNC, uh, he 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 made his mind to become an entrepreneur, and he started his own business, and he is doing a very good, wonderful job. I wish him all the best. And also he's associated with our institution for past 3-4 months, and he's motivating and he's guiding our students for placements. And also I would like to thank Mr. Ramkumar also. Have more interaction, because the reason why we are arranging such the programs, that too sharing their experience. The title is My Story. They are going to share their experience, how they have the initiation of becoming an entrepreneur came to their mind, and how they got succeeded in their life. So their experience will give you more idea and more awareness on how to become a successful entrepreneur. So the main purpose of such program is to create more number of entrepreneurs. You know very well that the government of India, through Make in India mission, they are making very good programs, and they are spending lot of crores to create the young entrepreneurs all over India. So that is the main objective of such program, and objective of Institution Innovation Council also. So you attend this program and participative manner and try to interact with them. Definitely this program will give you a good transformation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I now invite Ms. B. Shanmati from second year ECE to introduce our resource person.
The work of art is a stream of freedom. A warm and very pleasant good morning to one and all present here. I feel extremely privileged and honored to be given this opportunity to welcome our chief guest, Sir Mr. V. Ashok Kumar, Director, VFAS Private Limited, Coimbatore. He completed his engineering and he worked as an intern in America, Megatrends, India during final year. He joined L&T Technology Services and simultaneously started VFAS Private Limited at 2019 with 50,000. Now, VFAS Private Limited is having its hands on the domains of product development, software development, training and placement, construction with the annual turnover of 2 crore. I'm happy to welcome you, sir, for accepting our invitation and for being a part of this webinar. I'm also happy to welcome IIT character student to be a part of this webinar. He is pursuing his bachelor's in architecture in IIT Kharagpur. His intern in technology. He is an developer intern in TMC Holdings Private Limited and done his data science intern in IQ Gateway. And now he is working on a startup named Influ Group. He is building a product that aims to make influence marketing easy by providing the complete economic space for influence marketing in a single place. We are very happy to have you for being a part of this webinar.
Niranjan. Niranjan.
Thank you, sister. I now request our chief guest to take over the session.
It's great to see 400 plus participants. Yeah, guys. So, to share my experience, it is nothing new. It will be like already you have heard from everywhere as well. The thing is, like, you should have a little bit of synergy and a thing like a little spark or view which is different. Okay, so, sharing my experience from college, I'm not so bright student and excelling students and all. So maximum my mark stays between 7 to 7.5, not more than that. I have never crossed a 7.5 GPA in any subject. Maximum my grades will be like D, E, C, B, that's all. So like to be a safer part of side, I'll somehow manage my score to be above 70 so that it will be comfortable. It will be comfortable for me to be safer in all the sides because minimum expectation from every industry is 70. So that should be like if you are not so bright student will have multiple doors to crack in. So guys like us and below low living students, that is fine to have at least a 60 plus and thing. If you are between below 60 or below 70, that is fine. That you guys can excel in the way which you like to do. Like suppose if you have some interest, focus on it. Like for example, when I'm like not so good student, I used to do some projects like small projects like gardening system, automatic finger sensing system, so that what I'm telling is hobby and reading books and everything will be like a hobbies, those things. Spend time on yourself. Like example, how many students have enrolled apart from your curriculum, like college curriculum? How many students have you enrolled in different programs and spent 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, or at least 1,500 per month to enrich your knowledge or invest in yourself? So those things I'll be doing it. And like startup is nothing new. Like apart from your syllabus, you should learn what is politics first. Like everywhere that college curriculum, those things will not be teaching. So what you guys should learn is what is happening around you, how they are doing. Like entrepreneurs is like analyzing where you are, what is going around you. So even though if you are concentrating in a curriculum, just have a little mind of how the money flow is going, who is contacting whom, who is paying whom, how you are getting all these things, how your staffs are, example in your college, how your staffs are arranged, what they do, how they work, what you guys observe, what you guys get. Anybody have observed like what you guys will be doing after your college, like after getting placement? So why companies are targeting colleges? Why aren't they having their own training programs and all? So why you need college? So those things, like spend your mind little bit, diversify your mind apart from your college things, okay? Like normal curriculum. So that is all. So my experience is like when I'm doing my college, not moreover interested in studies, regular curriculum, and all. I want something different. So like whenever I'm writing exam, I'll be like, oh shit, exam. Then I'll be like for 100 questions, 100 book full of concepts, I'll be reading only 10 to 15 selected questions and I'll be giving exam. So like, oh my god, will I pass or fail? Will I pass or fail? That will be there always. So similarly, so all this normal college stuff came, but whenever exam is not there, last minute preparation obviously I'll do, like sitting 2 to 3 days before semester exam and studying. So those things, but my main focus and my main interest was on doing something related, like small projects. And also, by the way, when I'm talking to my close circles, and with my professors, I came in contact with American Megatrends India. So what it is like his owner, the company owner is Indian, Chennai guy. So he first he developed BIOS, that is called the boot up system for laptop. So in Dell, he first delivered it to Dell. The thing is, it will take only one small innovative idea to like completely change or completely grasp the market. That's all. In US, one guy is there. Like he invented or he developed a system for credit card bill payments for hospitals. So for every credit card bill every patient pays, he will be earning 2 or 3 paisa. So that is like very small. But imagine 50 lakh people paying 10 paisa per day to that guy. So what is the sum of the sum? Amazon example. Amazon is like cheapest of all, but the huge market quantity is more. So he will be getting more. Similarly, so American Megatrends India, like when I started, I was working on my own project where we collaborated with the company, filed a patent. So that helped me a lot to market myself, sell myself to the corporate.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. If possible, you can turn on your camera, sir.
I guess permission is not there. Try to. Yep, if you give permission, I can do.
Yes, sir, it is already given permitted.
But I'm not able to turn on it. Don't know. So after that, as usual, joined my corporate world. Even though I was not satisfied with the way which I want to be and what I was doing. So small, I was like, okay, what can be done with the product? What can be done with the ideas and the way which I have in mind. So similarly, little by little bit working. First, develop your contact circle, the people you meet, the people they are. So change your contact circle, your close circle. When you change the circle, it will be like even a single person which is known, familiar or unknown or useful or useless. Never consider a single person as useless in your contact. So every time, like some or other way, they will be like helping you out or extending your hands. My startup started with my friends only. So two of us or three of us are associated in that. So each and everybody will be having different things. And moreover, the saying will be like, if you concentrate on one thing, focus on it, do it, those things. While in startup, that will never work. When you focus on one thing, focus until you get it. Like if you have a contact, yeah, go to that contact, approach that contact, but don't be like single channeled. If you have 2 3 contacts, and if you have resource to extend your hands on 2 3 channels, try 2 3 channels parallelly. If one sets up, then leave 2 aside for a temporary or period of time, so that you will be succeeding in one channel, and again continue succeed in one thing, then again channelize your business thing. So similarly, I started first product development. It went very well. We succeeded it. We patented it, and we got it also. Then we started software development. After software development, so Tamil Nadu Magnesite Corporation and mini gold lending shop, which is having over 100 branches, and again another 2 3 government organizations which we are working with for software development. So all these contacts, yeah, again. So how did you get all these contacts? As I said, it is contacts, working out on your friends, relatives, known, unknown persons, uh, playing little bit of politics. Yes, obviously business is involved with lot of politics, more than the party politics. So playing around it. Similarly, those things are there, and again analyzing things which you want, which you don't want. Like example, liabilities. When I so all these things, liabilities, assets. So you should work on your liabilities, assets, your money, how to rotate it, how to invest it, everything. So all these things came around picture. After that, now construction also started, like government projects only. So like when one channel starts, see, I am associated with government. When one channel starts, obviously you can extend it to another one, because construction is also in government side only. Once we started with software, contact came in construction side, we started that also. And placement side, obviously, when I was associated with L&T, Robert Bosch, Tech Mahindra, HCL, Wipro, all these guys were associated. Like I was associated with those guys. Why? How? I got only single person contact. After talking to him, his circle, I went with him, chatted with him, like not professional contacts and all. So what will happen is just going out for tea, coffee, dinner, lunch. That is enough to make you or generate business for you. Just explore what they are doing. Just tell them what you can do, how you can do, to whom people you are doing. So all this simple conversation will get you a great business. So recently we have signed with 70 lakhs business, which is we went for a Pizza Hut near Bangalore. There, the contact came, we signed it. That's all. Business is simple. It's just, but contacts, your circle. That's all. That's all the businesses. And again, liabilities. When I'm talking about investing in yourself, you should know how to rotate your money. So, like I'm using a phone worth of 70,000 now, but cost my side from for this phone is like only 2 to 3,000 because the phone is in my company's name. So what benefits me is tax benefit. That's all. For tax benefit, I'm buying that. From cost from my side is only 5,000. So why I am telling is when you observe people who is using BMW, Benz, Rolls Royce, nobody, no entrepreneur, no company owner will spend single penny or like lakhs and lakhs from his pocket for his liabilities. I'm not talking about assets. Liabilities is like waste. You buy for 10 rupees and when you sell it will be of 2 to 3 rupees. That's all. So for those kind of liabilities, no entrepreneur or no big business guy will be spending from his pocket. He will be just playing with the money. That is what I am saying. Playing, benefiting for himself instead of paying taxes. So you should understand how money works. So assets, in other hand, assets will also be big assets, acquired assets. Those things will also be from the company side. That is what I'm saying. So since session is not so long, we cannot be talking in detail. So in next session, if it permits, we'll talk with how money works, what is entrepreneurship, how it starts, how it ends, how to develop your communication circle, everything we can be sharing it. So let me hand it over to Ram Prakash to take over the session. I'll be present.
Talking to see 120 people here. So
Yeah, actually, we were not expecting this much. Actually, good audience. Great.
I'll just be giving a brief gist on what is entrepreneurship and how to go about it, how to start your startup. And along the way, I'll just give few points on my journey. So, entrepreneurship is like, first, let's see who is an entrepreneur. What is the definition? So an entrepreneur, like you can see in the slide, an entrepreneur is a person who strongly believes in solving people's problems and converting the solution into a business. So the main aim for an entrepreneur should be to find problems that are faced by people. Like, let's take an example of Zomato. People were finding it hard to. Zomato actually started as a menu business. It didn't start as a food delivery business from start. In the initial stages, it used to just provide menus. Like, I want to see what is the menu card of this particular restaurant. They'll provide you with it. This plan was based on people facing a problem of not knowing the menus of restaurants. So basically, that became a multi-billion dollar
Sorry.
company.
Are you guys able to see my screen? Ram, is it visible?
It's blank right now. not visible right now. Yeah, I can see the screen, but the PPT is not visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So coming back to the topic, Zomato, like I said, that just solved people's problem and it turned out to be $1 billion company. So your main aim is to solve people's problem. The skills that you need to have is creative thinking, management skills, and risk-taking ability. Creative thinking is because you have to find a creative way to solve a problem. And like example, Facebook started with an idea that people were not like it. The reason Facebook became so successful was not just because of the social connectivity. It was the thing that it solved, that guys wanted to know whether girls are dating, single or committed or not in colleges. He solved that problem by giving that single committed status in Facebook. That's the reason for Facebook's success. So think creative in this way. And management skills, obviously, or you have to have these skills, as you'll be managing a lot of people in the starting. In the initial stage, I guess it'll be just 2 or 3 of you, but on the longer go, there'll be hundreds of people below you, so you should be able to manage them. So this is an important quality. You have to like gain these leadership qualities and management skills. And risk taking abilities, you must know what is an actual risk and what is not an actual risk. Like it should be a necessary risk, only then you should take it. And those risks should also be calculated risk. Like there must be like only 5% of failure, something like that. Only then you must take it. If you see like Ambani, like for Reliance Geo, example in Geo, he spent hundreds of crores for giving us free Geo SIMs in the initial stage. If people hadn't had stopped using those SIMs, he would have incurred thousands of crores of loss. But the risk that he took was in the belief that people will buy free SIMs, and then people's mentality of not changing their SIM provider afterwards. People are just lazy to change their SIM provider after they start charging. So he took a risk in that way. He's successful right now. So yeah, moving on. Next slide. Okay. So next, move on to the next slide. Okay, yeah. So, and for after knowing whether you're right person for a startup, you should be able to know that whether like you should start up. Like after acquiring those skills that I told you before, you have to know like the basics. Like should you start up? So is a startup the right path for you? For that, basically there are many features, many qualities. Few of them are pointed out here. One is, are you flexible? Do you have a flexible mindset? Because the ideas you get, like example, if there's a solution, you find a problem to people's, you find that the people are having some problem. You should be just fixed on the thought of solving that problem. You shouldn't be fixed on the solution. You shouldn't be fixed on the approach to the solution, because you'll be thinking one thing, but it might not end up like people might not like that solution approach. People might not be comfortable with that. So the solution will keep changing, but the problem you must be fixed on. So take people's views, take people's feedback, be ready to question yourself, be ready to change yourself for that. Change your ideas, change your solutions by listening to other people. That's very important in a startup. And social skills. You have to talk to strangers a lot. Like example, for my startup, I had to like randomly talk to people and asking them feedback. Me and my friends would go out and we'll just randomly stop some person walking in the mall, ask them something about ask some questions, take feedback. These are all like a way of survey. If there's another way, you can send out Google Forms, but Google Forms, if you send, it will be sent out to only your friend circle, and so all the people will think alike. So for a startup, you have to find people who are ready to oppose you. Your friends won't do that, and people thinking like you will always answer like you. So uh, you should talk to strangers. You shouldn't be embarrassed. You shouldn't feel shy. So that's an important quality. And you should have the right reason to start up. This is very important. The reason you say like you want to start up is if you want an easy life, you want to earn a lot of money. All these things are like it's not an easy life. Entrepreneurship is not easy. You have to work hard a lot. And the main target, the main reason you should start a startup to solve people's problem. So on the way, obviously you'll make money. Along the way, you will make money. But your main aim shouldn't be the money. Your main aim should be the problem, solving the problem. Can you move on to the next thing? So, yeah. So now there are like since the session is short, like I'm skipping parts like building your startup and all those things. But let's go to the main reasons why startups fail, so that you can avoid these pitfalls. So most of us like fail in the more like according to case studies. Like I've done a lot of research before starting my startup. So in that, what I learned was these are the three main reasons. And the first most main reason is no market need for your product. If you have created a product that people do not want, people do not feel it is necessary, you might think like suppose you are facing a problem and you assume that people or many people face that problem. Don't do that assumption. You might be wrong, because if it's wrong, you're going to be spending like around 6 months to create the prototype, 3 to 6 months to create a prototype and create a minimum viable product. Why waste 3 to 6 months on an idea that's not going to work? So before starting a startup, market research is very important. Research, talk to people, talk to strangers, talk to other founders, talk to advisors, talk to mentors, talk to anyone. I guess in your college there'll be entrepreneurship cells, so talk to them. Check whether your idea is correct. You need at least like 3 to 4 months of research before even touching the product part, because a product can be just created in few days if you give it to a freelancer. But the research before it, that you have to do it as a founder, you have to do it as co-founder. And the second reason startups fail is team breakup. Suppose you are a team of two or a team of three. In the starting, you guys are best friends, you people are best friends, so there won't be any misunderstanding. But in the long run, in a professional life, there will be breaking off. So choose the right co-founder. Choose a person who has different skills than you. You shouldn't have same skill sets. Otherwise, you'll just be wasting a post of co-founder. So find people with different skill sets, but you should have the same values. People who think alike, people who not exactly think alike, people who have alike values. Their values are aligned. But your ideas must be different. Your approach to the solution should be different. Your approach to solving a problem and like looking at a problem should be different. Only then you can each other you can find flaws in each other thinking, in the idea of a startup, in your product. You can question each other. So remember, ideas must be different, skills must be different, but values must be example, like imagine in a long run you have to um you have to bribe some people for your startup to run. You have no other choice. But if you say that you want to bribe, like you are ready to bribe, it's okay, the company should survive. But your co-founder says that bribing is wrong. He or she doesn't want to bribe. He wants to go in the straight path. Then in this type of situations, if there is a similarity in values like this, the startup is going to fail. So find people who think like have same value. And the final reason, the last reason that a startup fails is money. You have to find investors on time. You have to have money, or if you don't find investors, you must have the money to put in. So that is the third reason. But the main reason is product market need. So remember to market research. Okay. And next, I'll be just giving a short gist on funding. So because most of us we wouldn't be ready to fund our own startup a lot. Like we might give the initial seed capital of like 50,000, 1 lakh or 2 lakh, but you need crores for a proper tech startup. So and invest like before going for funding, there are a few things that you have to have. You must have a basic product. It's called a minimum viable product. It's an MVP. So have that and give it to initial users. Uh, Supply to initial users, get traction. Traction means growth in number of users, or it can mean growth in many ways, but not revenue. Money is the least priority. Revenue is the least priority, at least for the first 3 to 4 years of a startup. You will be in loss for the first 3 to 4 years, and that should be your aim. If you're in profit in the first 3 years, that means something is wrong in your startup. So, first get a minimum viable product, test it out, ship it to people, give it to users, and put it on Google Play Store, App Store, whatever it is. Get the number of users count to increase. So that way you can show to investors that I have a user base. These are the feedbacks that I got from them. I changed so much. And on continuous iteration, your target with an MVP is you must get the worst feedback ever, and you have to keep correcting those feedbacks. You will be getting a lot of bugs in this thing. You'll be getting bug reviews. They'll say that the color is too bright for my eyes. People tell all these things. Change it. If they say the color is too bright, make it dimmer. If they say the placement of some button is off, correct that. You keep changing stuff according to the feedback, because your ego shouldn't get in the way. People's views are more important than your views. So get the MVP ready and get it to a proper, make it into a proper product. Get the graphs ready for your user base increase or projected user base, all those things. And then go to a founder, go to an investor. Then the investor, they see these 3 points that I mentioned in this slide. And the most important point is not the idea or not the product, it is the team. They do not care about your idea. They do not see your idea. If they see the team and if they feel the team is not enthusiastic enough, they just skip. They won't even care if it's $1 billion idea. Like even if it's even when Facebook isn't there, and if you have an idea like Facebook but your team is not right, they're just gonna ask you to get out. So the team is very important. You have to be well motivated. You have to be enthusiastic. You have to be determined, and you must have the skill sets. And the skills of your co-founders shouldn't be the same as yours. So if you suppose you and another friend of yours, 2 members are co-founders, if you both have the same skills, the investor is going to question, why are you wasting this thing? You both are having the same skills. Why do you need 2 of you? Only one of you can work, and they won't give you fund. So the team is important, and investors also do not like solo founders a lot, because in the long run you're going to be spending time with your co-founder more than your family for like 2 to 3. So you need someone for a moral support. You need someone like to help you while you're stressed out. So without a co-founder, the journey is really hard. So recommended number is at least 1, but don't have more than 2 co-founders. That is total 3 members should be the maximum. More than that, it's not It's not conventional, but it is possible. There are few companies with around 10 or 11 co-founders, but conventional thing is not more than 3. It should so basically your number of co-founders recommended is more than the number of the team. The initial team should be more than 1, but less than 4. So the team is important. Then the co-founders, like I said, the I've already mentioned, your skills should be different, your value should be same. And then the last priority is the idea. The idea, they see the current traction. I've already told you what traction is, and projected traction. And like I said, never try to make money in the first initial stage. Even if you're going to loss, but if there is growth in number of users, or if there's a growth in monthly active users, daily active users, if there is growth in some way, investors are going to just pour out money into this thing. Example, I think you guys all know about Cred. It's basically an app to simplify your credit card payment process. Their in the first 2 years, their cash burn, that is their loss, was 360 crores per year. So around more than 700 crores loss. The reason they did that was the same reason as why Geo did that. They are just advertising, get the number of users up, and people in other without credit, the payment method of credit cards is like filling your credit card bills is very, very tiresome. You have to go to your net banking account, search for stuff, fill out many forms, fill out 2-3 forms, fill that. But credit makes it all in a single page. So people find it very easy now, and people will not want to go back to the old ways. Example, WhatsApp. People are so accustomed to WhatsApp that, like, I guess I guess a month ago, the whole Facebook network crashed for like 6-7 hours. People didn't know what to do. People were tireless. People became restless without WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook. It's the same effect. People will get so used to it that people will not get out of it. That is what investors want. They do not want money in the starting. If you have this growth, money will follow in the later years. There's another company, the Paytm. Paytm, it started in 2012, I guess. So, but now it filed for an 18,000 crore IPO. And around 500 employees became crore-patis in one day. Not even founders, employees, because they had stock options. So that is the power of traction. So in the initial stage, don't care about it. It's all about the user group. So yeah, there's a lot more to learn in entrepreneurship, but since the session is short, I'm going to end it here. Other things is just talk to people, talk to a lot of people, talk to founders, if you know any founder, if you know any business owner, talk to them. Networking is very important. Talk to them, find out whether they have any other contacts who are into this entrepreneurship industry. Talk to them. They'll again branch out to 2 or 3 other people, and so on. Build your entrepreneurship network, build your network. Contacts are very important in this world. So yeah, I'm stressing on it because it is that important. Yeah. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Ram. Any queries from the participants, you can feel free to ask to Ram and Mr. Ashok.
Actually, we did not explain not even 0.5% of what entrepreneurship is. So it is like vast and vast. You can explore. For students, my suggestion is like start analyzing what is going around you. That is enough to make a spark. Like your college, wonderful campus you have, and you have lots of professors and entrepreneurship shell, and yes, you have good platform to start with. And for this thing, you can go and talk with your professor for incubation cell for funding. Funding is like seed funding is there where you can fund yourself. Plus, like I said, me and Ram were initially working, and what we did is we earned, that is like a monthly salary. We will be like calculating the risk and we'll be investing it into the business. So we will not be like generating revenue out of it. It will be like burning money. So why to travel, to make contacts, and to develop small applications? We will fail. We failed, struggled for 1.5 years, and me and Ram struggled 1.5 years. We did not make a single penny. Just we were burning money, and like like from your family side, your friends, everybody will be, hey, what are you doing? Why are you simply burning your money, wasting your time? At least go and explore some other companies, do good stuff, get changed, get hike, go and work along and travel in a traditional way. So those all comments will be flowing in. But you know what you want, you know where you want to be, how you want to be. Just observe the synergy, make up your mind like you want it, be focused. Like for example, me and Ram will be like motivated while traveling along the road, each and every BMW and Audi car which we see. So somehow we should buy that, we should buy that. So we'll be like fixing target in 27, by when I'm 27 I want it, I want it. So when you repeatedly talk to you in small, silly matters, it will automatically focus, it will automatically drive you in that way. For example, if you are in the college, lot of people are there, lots of departments are there. Why can't you get together? Sorry.
Yes, Ashok, you can continue.
Yeah. So those things, lots of departments are there. So why can't you get together, approach your entrepreneurship cell? Start small thing. Assume small thing when you face in your college. Like if you are facing in difficulty in a simple small matter, like in whether it will be software thing or in attendance management or people management or enriching your campus with a good amount of technical facilities, approach your entrepreneurship incubation cell. You have incubation cell as well. So funding and all, there are lots of funding, seed funding which you can fund yourself, and angel investor where you can go and tell your ideas and how your plan will be, they will fund yourself. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4 stages of fundings, everything. Venture capitalist companies are there, and lots of things are there. So like start with as I said, if you have small ideas, paperwork is very important. Okay. So like if you like, when I was in college I was like doing brain entrainment, which is new. Only we and American megatrends India have patent on it, like artificially influencing people's mind within seconds. Like brain entrainment is a like vast thing. Lots of companies are having patent on it, but in what way you are different? That is the thing. How you are uh, your perspective on what the technology is, what the concept is. Like you guys will be studying, example I am selling, like analyze every theoretical matter in a practical way, or just yeah, observe it in your normal life. Like I said, I'm ECE. Okay? So after college completion only, I was really like knowing why do I study digital electronics. After completing college only, I realized each and every flip flops, each and every transistor, like processor, controller, everything, whatever we use is made up of digital electronics. That registers only. Each and every AND gate, OR gate, which you will be using in your labs, are made up of registers only. Like sorry, flip flops or registers, yeah, those things only. Okay, QR, yeah, QR register, those things only you will be using. So everything is like simple way. One guy from Chennai research, he filed a patent on AC thing, which is like a thermoelectric effect. You would have studied in your first year or second year. Peltier effect and Seebeck effect will be there. Thermoelectric conductors, where one side heat, thermocouple will be there. So using thermocouple, he invented a device with 1 watt. You can run the device whole day, so that it will be like 5 degree. It will be reducing from the normal environment temperature, and simultaneously it will be boiling your water also as well. So one side it will be chill, and another side it will be hot. So he is making use of it. That's all. The ideas is simple, concept is simple. Just paperwork, approach your staff, they know how to guide you. And if you are not, be technically strong. That's what I'm telling. If you are technically strong, if you know what you can do, your automatically your confidence level will improve. If your confidence level is up to the mark, no one can distract you. You will not distract yourself as well. So you will be like bound to a destiny. You will reach as well. That's all. So, if time permits, we'll have a detailed session on how you can do. Like now, also, it is not too. I guess from second year, you guys will be there till final year. Even the final year students, if you have some idea, work on it. Paperwork. Just okay. If it is there, that will be nice. If it is this, this will be nice. Okay. If they would have done it this way, this application would have been much better. Write it. Mail them, make your contacts. Even if it is they are not replying, try to mail continuously to different thing. Your mail communication will improve. Those things are small things. That is what, invest in yourself. uh, Simple, right? That's all. If you find small opportunities around you, obviously you will be like uh, pointed out in a crowd. You will be pointed out. So that is how entrepreneurship works. When you're talking about the communication skill, we don't need that many good English accent and all. Just English is way of communication. Don't feel dull on your communication. If you are able to express yourself, what you think, how you think, that is enough. And when you are going for business, yes, obviously spend it. If you are not good at presenting, if you are not, I'm not good at presenting, I'm not good at convincing and all, I'll hire one good presenter from reputed MNCs for 15 to 20,000. I'll take him with me. He will present for me. He will express my ideas. When my ideas is of 5%, he will give his 500% to deliver it to the business client which I'm going to talk. Obviously, when I'm not good at it, when I travel with him for 4 to 5 times, I will obviously what I'll do, I will observe him, I will learn from him, do it. Invest in yourself. That is investing yourself, right? Going out for lunch and movies 4 weeks a month or 2 weeks a month. Why can't you spend 500 or 1,000 and learn something new? When you're paying your college fee lakhs and lakhs, why can't you extend one more 20,000, 10,000, 5,000 to invest in yourself? I guess most of you people will be having phone around 20,000, 25,000, 40,000. Yes, you will be having at least few of us. How many of you, if you are really interested in games or another other like small doing projects, really, how many of you guys have invested thousands, 500s for buying good football shoes or buying good cricket bat or having a cricket kit of worth 5,000 or joining a class or buying good controllers, buying good sensors, learning them and analyzing them, like bootstrapping them. So those things you should diversify your mind, divert your mind, explore, make up your mind to explore. Eventually, you will be in a position to make it up. So thank you guys. If any doubts and queries are there, ask. We will give our best to answer it so that you will be satisfied.
Thank you, Ashok.
and Ram Prakash. Really, you have given many concepts and you have also motivated our students to relate their practical concepts, whatever they are studying in their academics, to become future entrepreneurs and innovators. And at this juncture, I would also like to inform this Institution Innovation Council is ready to support all our students' ideas.
Yeah,
If you are
yeah. A
interested
question
in
is
any
asked.
such innovative
What
ideas,
stage? Sorry to disturb.
yeah.
At what stage you find yourself more productive on your path? See, that is what I'm saying. We don't have, we were not having much guidance. So obviously, apart from your curriculum, when you analyze your surroundings, what is happening, obviously you will be motivated. That's what I said. Small cars. I'm motivated with cars. I'm crazy about cars. So I have two cars. Why I have two cars, I don't know. Like that's crazy. I spend amount on it, but it is not my personal money. That's what I'm saying. So we won't waste money. We invest, we rotate. If you want to have what you want, just play around it. How can you get it on free? How can you gamble? Gambling. Everything will be done. So motivation is like small things. You can motivate yourself. Who was the motivation behind you to become successful entrepreneur? I'm not from a big family background. When I see persons who travel in good cars, the way they speak, obviously CEO of L&T earns 1 crore a day. So his age is not your voice is breaking. Come again.
Yes, Ashok, you can continue.
Yeah, CEO of L&T is earning, and moreover, many company CEOs earning 1 crore a day. So their age is around 50, 60, 70. So my thinking will go like after that many years, even though if I earn 1 crore a day, how I'll be enjoying with it? What will I be doing? I'll be having bank account, I'll be walking. I'll not be able to do anything other than that. So my aim, my ambition is like, yeah, Ratan Tata too. Like by 35, my account should be set. My retirement life should start. I should start exploring, traveling world. That is my ultimate goal and aim. So if my commitment, financial commitment should not be bounding me or binding me, like controlling me more than my 30s. Sorry, more than till 30, that should be there. Before 30, I should complete everything. So that is my ultimate aim. After that, what I'll do, I'll just explore. I'll just be free without any commitment, any sort of commitment except family. So that is those things will eventually drive you. That is what I'm saying. Even if you want to buy a car, set a timeline. So by 27 or by 26 or 27, I'll be doing this. I should do that. I should do this. So what if you repeatedly say it yourself? See, ideas will never come in a day. So why I insisted to start working on your project, working on your paperwork, it's when you repeatedly brief through lots of concepts, brief through lots of projects and all. Obviously, what you will do, you will improve yourself. Okay, I was thinking like that. Now this concept came, I should think this way. So that concept came, I should think this way. So those things, yeah. And the sustainability on your idea should be stubborn, because for 1.5 year we traveled a lot, contacted lots of people, hundreds of people, but none of them turned productive. Not even a single contact turned productive. When we started on our another one came. When one idea comes, when one idea sets, every contact will start coming to you. Every idea which you left behind will start coming to you. So that will work that way. ஒரு சக்சஸ் கொடுத்தாதான் நீங்க பண்ண எல்லாமே உங்களுக்கு வரும். The people who you contacted talked hours and hours and hours might have went in vain. But when you are success, when your name is out for one thing, obviously they will run to you. They will come to you. How you see on every negativities on your part. See, negativities is like motivation, right? If you are not satisfying one business client, then you should study him. You should not be disappointed. I approached for this college when Paavai, when I came. So before Paavai, I have approached 20 colleges, not only in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala, in Andhra, in Karnataka. I have approached 20 colleges. Why? See, I did not give up because we have other business verticals as well. When I want to extend it, we have to prove ourselves. Obviously, everybody will have asked like, what is your experience? What is your experience? What is your experience? See, next year, by this February, we will be hiring. We will start hiring and we will start applying. Now I am working with only IITs and NITs professionals, like students and all, to develop my apps, to develop my business and all. So next we will start hiring. We will start giving it to Robert Bosch, LTTS, and all. So you should like analyze your past contact, study, and again when you are going for a second attempt, you should be a different person. Your view should be your like when you are meeting them for second person, it's like, oh, you improved a lot, your view is different, your perception is different. So that feeling you should be able to impose that feeling to your client whom you are going to talk. So those things you should make sure you get it. So I received my certificate by 2018 only. I completed my graduation EC in 2018. So any other questions, guys?
Students, any other queries? You just raise your hand so that I'll unmute you. Or otherwise, you can type your query.
See, powerful. Yeah, again, powerful. I'll take example of Byju's. So what Byju's is doing? He is investing a hell lot of money. Why? See, now Byju's is powerful. So when you take in like coaching part of business, solo performance. So every business when you focus, you should be a single player. So what he is doing, he is buying everything, buying everything, buying everything. Why? Eventually, if he buys everything, so ultimately what it will be, if he sets a price for coaching only 1 lakh, then you don't have option. You will not have any option. You will buy 1 lakh, you will get it, you get educated. If it is good, that good, normal, poor, you have no option. If minimum price is 1 lakh, you will have 1 lakh, you will pay 1 lakh. For again, OTTs, you have Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hotstar, everything. So like Netflix is dominating everything. Why? He is investing and his charges is like 10 times or 100 times the other thing which is charging. Per month 1,000 he is charging. So like even though lots and lots of billions of people are using it, why? The quality, the play, the marketing, everything. Marketing is the powerful tool. You should be able to influence your surrounding. That is what I am telling. If you are observing a person, you will be able to influence him. If you are observing a market, you will be able to influence or generate new idea out of it. Problems is nothing but learning. When there is a problem, there is a hundreds of solution to it. If you observe the problem, solution will automatically flow into your mind. Actually, medically and scientifically, it is proven that if you are thinking about a problem, 30th day your mind will automatically generate a solution out of it. Why? The synergy which I was talking, it will your subconscious mind will observe everything, each and everything running around you. Your conscious mind will not let you know it. When you start observing it, obviously your conscious mind will grasp it and you will have the answer.
Yes, thank you, Ashok.
Yeah.
And thank you,
I
Ram.
guess running out of time.
Yeah, fine. I do understand. Students, just participants can enable your camera so that we'll have a photo session and we'll go with the vote of thanks.
Maithili, you have raised hand. Any queries for you?
No, ma'am.
See, you all guys participated in this session. Like you all are motivated yourself. Like somewhere or the other, because you participated, right? So don't leave this thing. So develop yourself. Take this chance. Take your staffs and your organizations, facilities, and invest in yourself. Cultivate yourself. No one is going to guide you other than you. So you should guide yourself. You should motivate yourself. Thank you, guys.
Yes, you can proceed with the vote of thanks. Yuva?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning to one and all present here. I feel delighted in proposing the vote of thanks. I am grateful to thank our chief guest, Mr. V. Ashok Kumar, Managing Director, VFAS Private Limit, for his motivational speech and valuable presence. Thank you, sir. I express my gratitude to Mr. Ram Prakash, IIT Kharagpur student, to be a part of this webinar. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks to our most respected principal, sir, President of IIC, for his continuous support. Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank the Vice President of IIC, Dr. K. Sundaramurthy, Professor, Department of Mechanical, Paavai Engineering College, for his valuable presence. Thank you, sir. I feel happy to thank our convener of IIC, Dr. R. Mohanapriya, Associate Professor, Department of ECE, Paavai Engineering College. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank our event coordinator, Mr. S. Satish, Associate Professor, Department of ECE, Paavai Engineering College. Thank you, sir. I feel delighted to thank the head of various departments, faculty members, and student participants from Paavai Engineering College and other institutions for this motivational seconds. Thank you once again. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ashok, and thank you, Ram. Thank you for having a motivational session for our students. The feedback link is posted in the chat box, so students can fill it and you'll be getting your certificates within 3 days.